Hey, we on. Hello. Oh, hold on. Uh, Alright, hello. We're back. It is, 4.7. We have, actually, we only have 170. But it's 200 max, which is better than before. Hang on, let me get rid of those. Alright. So, we're finally doing the 4.7 story quest. Has Dainsliff in it. That's all I really know about it. It's also something to do with the Loom of Fate. Something about Conria. Massive lore dump, probably. But basically, cold case commission. You have Catherine seems you have a very. Basically, we're trying to look for a person this village is asking for, but they don't remember the name of, which is weird. So, which is why we're going over there. All right. Cannot believe it is 4.7. Also, if I have time, I'll probably do the Clorinde story quest. Although I have no idea how long this quest will be, so I'll just.
We made it to Vamara Village. Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Yeah, basically we're searching for someone that doesn't have a name or don't even remember. First we have.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vamara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that then. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for them. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your question. I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him.
Don't even.
When you live in the same village as someone,
How
you
about
develop
a
a lot
picture
of
of his
memories
face?
together, you know?
You got like one of those
We
crime
just
people?
don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think.
All right, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Yes. Tell me. Tell
Young
me.
guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of
Why do
him.
you not remember his
We
name?
wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise.
I certainly would have remembered his name.
There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Okay.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
That could happen.
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village? There's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Okay.
Huh. All right, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
Talk to Ahmadiyya. I think that's how you pronounce it. Or Daya. Ahmadiyya. Ahmadiyya. Hello, Ahmadiyya.
It's that guests I hear.
Okay.
Hi, Grandpa Ahmadiyya. We're here to help you look
Ahmadiyya.
for the guy that's gone missing.
Okay.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village, but somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others.
Neat.
He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say.
When do we
As
find
the
this Loom of
village
Fate
chief,
or whatever?
I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But,
Alright.
you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come.
Someone probably ate your
It's
memories.
okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember.
I
We'll
mean,
figure something
the
out.
Wanderer thing did happen. So, could be just another, what's that tree? The tree situation?
Well, Traveler, what do you think?
It's probably more to
I
chase
don't
me
think so, too. Like, the name, and nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived.
Oh, great.
It's like
Another
this guy's
mimetic
been erased
entity.
from reality or something. Wait, so you're saying... Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time.
Yeah.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right?
Huh? Oh,
You're here
hello.
for the Vamar.
Yep, sure are.
I'm so glad to hear that. My name is Atosa, by the way.
Tosa, okay.
I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say...
Well, it's only try our
No
best.
need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing...
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Alright. And that's not here. Actually, it's kind of close. Alright. Never mind. Sure can't wait for whatever's happening in the 4.7. Probably got something to do with Conria. I mean, next place we're going is Natland, so might as well give us some Conrian lore, especially with all the giant mechs. King Deshret. Oh wait, no, that's wrong area. Also, I assumed it would be in Fontaine, but not Sumeru. Then again, we didn't really get the story quest for Sumeru. Yeah, alright, there you go.
Is this the place?
What's that?
Under this...
Yep. I know it doesn't look like... We used to always sit together under this tree, and... I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village.
Okay.
The forest rangers found I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Mm.
Alone?
How should I put it? When everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to
get what you
confide
mean.
in others. Really? You know
Oh,
exactly
look,
how I feel.
sister lore.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite
So,
lucky.
like both a family member, I could rely on a friend.
When it comes to our
Oh, neat.
missing villager, well...
Well, hold on, there are two people
I
right
guess
there.
you could say that to me. He felt like, no matter what came my way, he was so thoughtful and pure. And patient, too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things
Wow. You two must have been... Did he ever tell you anything about him?
He mostly just... Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village.
Still...
Look at me. Talking your... The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together.
Is there not a
Come to
painter in
think
this
of it,
village? Is there not
Every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just like right now. Time always passed by really
Hold on.
slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking...
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right?
Hang on,
what's
the gears
wrong,
are turning
Traveler?
for Traveler. Time never seemed to pass. Hilly Trails.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there.
Oh, right. These guys control hilly trails, even though their hilly trails are kind of just normal freaks in nature.
The Abyss Order.
Whoa. Oh, I don't have any. Actually, I have an
We've been
evilite.
spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
I'm gonna take you down. Hang on, let me put on my shield. Here's a shield of my
Settle
own.
down.
Wind Strider.
Oh, okay, there we go.
I will have
I
order.
will have order.
Be sanctified.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much. I wasn't
I
expecting monsters
love
to
a good
show
old
up.
Zhang builder in the middle
If
of
you hadn't been
conversations.
here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vilmara village have been a lot more They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in
It's been a
case.
while since
If
the
the
Abyss
Abyss Order
been
is
done with
plotting
anything.
something
It's
that
mostly just
could
been the
spell
Fatui.
trouble for the villagers.
And that one... Actually, yeah, just the Snezhine people. Like that one guy who drowned
Wait a
all those
second.
women because
The
he missed his
person-
loved one.
It's Dainsland!
Hey, we have the main man himself, finally. I sure can't wait to summon for him if he ever gets put on
It's
the
you
banner.
two.
Bowkeeper.
Oh, a friend of yours?
Yes, a friend of mine.
Well, I'll leave you all to it then.
Yep, see you later.
Alright. Finally. Oh, I can't... The last time was...
Why do you always have to pop
She
up out of
wasn't
nowhere like that?
Sumeru.
Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Makes sense.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the...
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose? No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly trail activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here.
Alright, last
We
time...
should stick around for a while and protect the
Dane's
village, don't you think?
The last Dainsleif's quest was about with that one guy where he fell into a dream and we hugged Paimon.
The best way to protect them is by figuring
Okay.
out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy. And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry.
Finally. And so eventually the sky grows dark. Yay! Okay. Massive skip. I'm not sure what time dusk is.
Ah, So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity. And that
well
is-
then.
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Oh, right. The yeah, the sinner guy granted him that one guy power and for the stuff.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
Ooh, I want to have faith in him.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out
Yeah,
the
that
whole
was one
truth
of
of
the
what
original
happened.
purposes.
There's still
No,
hope
go
for
away.
the two of you to reconcile. The sinner you wish to know about. His situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me. His name is Vedderfolnir, the Visionary.
Okay. Okay. Vettel Fulnir. Okay.
I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
What? Okay.
Your brother?
Really,
There
man.
were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Kanria.
Okay.
The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedderfolnir,
Hold on.
Gold,
We know 2 of these
Rindor.
guys.
the foul Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari,
Okay.
Rerir.
I can't remember Tainari's Master's Master, but I believe it was. They're like, okay. So I'm guessing one of these is Tainari's I can't remember the name.
No
Oh, well.
matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names.
Ooh, glitchy.
One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one
Oh yeah,
who created
Sertologi is
Albedo.
Skark's master.
Sertologi is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedderfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired
Okay.
Clotar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Stones found in that ruin in Fontaine. Oh, hold on. What? Oh, hold on. I don't remember that. I don't remember anything Conrian about the stone slates.
They
but
were
okay.
once people of great esteem in Conria.
Okay.
Those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us, together.
Whoa. So you were left
We
out.
should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the
Weird name,
foundation of the
Vinster.
world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world.
Okay.
So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power.
Okay.
And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy. And for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
Okay.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the
Thank you
day,
for
of
telling me.
course. That's
So, Dane, what if you...
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate.
Oh yeah, that.
It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first
Oh
field
yeah, this
tiller,
thing.
we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Then the
Oh,
statue.
Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osaka?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment.
Okay.
The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite there are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
Probably.
The ley lines?
Traveler, You were able to observe your siblings' My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley
I
lines.
really understood what a ley line is, but ley lines and memories, sure.
Then our commission here in Vamara Village.
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy
Yeah.
we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
Alright, time passing, I think. Skip. And it's day. So what do we do now? You alright, Paimon?
Oh, so tired. Paimon,
That's a mess.
well, let's go find Dane.
Bird. Bird. Oh, there's Dane.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here?
Alright.
Did something happen?
What's wrong, Dane?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, young guy? Early 20s?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that
Oh.
weren't there before. Memories of him.
Maybe...
No, it wasn't a dream. And I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
Huh?
What?
Huh?
Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the...
Wait then. All the memories the villager... But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
Oh, they
Your
were
concerns are
okay.
not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take...
Yeah. Alright, let's go.
Of course.
Go to... Okay, let's see where he... Really? Huh. Alright. Mint. I got the mint leaves.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Probably seems like the middle of
Traveler,
nowhere.
wait.
Huh? Oh, migraine? That's not good. I don't got migraine medicine.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
What was Dane going to tell me just now? Who knows? Oh yeah, his weird non-elemental abyss powers. I don't know how they work, but it is what it is. Teleport. Place of revelations. Alright. Yeah. I'm good with this team. I got two... Well, not Archons. I got a Sovereign, an Archon, Fish Skull, and... Why am I so bad at remembering names? Kazuha. Kazuha, that's his name. Door. Oh. Definitely seems mysterious. Seems Enkanimian, kind of? Wait. Get this. Yeah.
Stabilize! Bow your head.
Die. Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on. All of you must also die.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps
yes,
you should
I
try
love these things.
reactivating the mechanism over there.
Aha. Ha. Oh, okay. I don't remember what these string things are called, but they're cool. Are there any chests, by the way? Oh, no. Ah. Open doors. Oh, it's a ruin guard. Is this the first field tiller, or is it just...
Gather!
Oh, it's repeat.
Nah, I'm good. There we go. There goes you. Start the mechanism. This place is definitely creepy, though. So... Huh? Yeah, that's a flower symbol, I think.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light.
Huh?
That should unlock the mechanism.
Oh, okay. Which... Okay, that was rather easy.
Ah, the door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Alright. Huzzah! Anything this way? Nope. Alright. Is that... No, that doesn't look like the same thing. Although, I've done my best to not spoil anything besides the trailer.
Looks like we can't go any further.
How did you even hide the eye? Is it the
Be
abyss?
on your guard.
Oh, he just... Oh, I don't have fire.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
I don't have fire. This isn't good. We should have went to now and absorbed the power.
Solidify! This is order! Settle down! Stone cold suffering! Let the mighty be humble!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Shadow Raven! Black Knight Fall!
Stabilize!
Come on.
Bow your head!
You are witness to Destiny's inception. Dang it, I can't dodge like a withering wave.
Solidify!
By the way, I do not...
By
not
royal
I don't know
decree!
if I'm gonna... Ooh, okay. Not, if I'll be able to stream that game in the future, because the only way I've
Just
made it
as I
smooth is on
suspected.
my phone.
The false memory. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should.
Ooh, that voice acting.
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that?
Wow, you must be really sensitive to...
You too. Do as I say. Use that mech. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to, just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Alright. See you. Slowly. Ooh, hidden passage. Hidden. Dane does have a point. What am I missing? What could I possibly be missing? Please don't tell me you've been infected with a memory or something. Is it the entire Abyss Order? Footsteps. Footsteps. It's Lumine. Oh.
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
Ooh, I want that sword. I need 5 new.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
Is that his nickname?
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say,
Let's do auto.
but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Okay. Nice. Come on. Show me Sino-Sethos action. Oh. What? Oh well. I'm guessing we'll just have to know the aftermath of the battle.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village.
Hilly.
Hey, look at those hilly churls.
Christine.
Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are
Looks
they
so peaceful. If there was a chest, it'd be a different story, but there's not,
In
so
the
we
new
can leave
world,
them alone.
They bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Okay.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now?
Someone's
It
voice.
sounded so gentle. Oh, this is weird.
Can I... Here. Haha, I've taken all your food. What now? What now? What now? I don't wanna take him. I don't wanna kill him. Oh, more hilly trolls.
Looks like the same thing is happening over here, too.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
God, I love this movie.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
Aha, let's cook
In
them.
the end, he whispered softly, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the hilly trolls have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least. Let's put the situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find...
Alright, come on. Let's do this. Talk to Amadea. I don't see any oh, wait, no, there are villagers. Got it. Hold on. Oh, okay, never mind. You have nothing to do with this quest. Go away. Ah, the kind grandpa guy.
Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems...
The Abyss Order? Thank you for your concern.
Well, that's good. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any... Huh?
It just got even more
You
complicated.
know, the young guy from Vamara Village. That's kind of the whole reason.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to...
But how is that?
Well, now the memories have been removed, so that's good.
Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased? You're right.
Let's just do a check again. More checks. Excuse me. Right. Bathroom. 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 Oh, did not. To do that. Yeah, this guy, the merchant.
Someone's gone missing?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about, he's around 20 years old.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Oh,
Really?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But, yeah, I just saw him leave the village.
It's probably that other girl, who I completely forgot the name about. Some terrible memories.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him.
Bayram, okay.
And apparently he did. Do you think maybe...
I'd say it's more, given everything Dane mentioned about disturbances with the ley lines, I'd say it's more likely this is related to memories in some way. Think carefully. Oh yay, this mini game.
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadevada, no one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories.
I love Traveler voice actor. Haha.
If we really
finally
did
he
travel
gets-
back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing.
and finally hear him talk again.
If this person only exists in people's memories, if we really... Time travel is extremely difficult to perform.
Yeah, this
right.
one.
Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances.
Oh, that could happen.
We're in some... Just like how you entered... That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all. Right. If he's some... But didn't Bayron just say... Who knows how long this ley line disturbed... Good idea. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right. That. Like, does it maybe leave a trace...
If time was...
This. Yay, first try.
All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit. That's the tell of the implanted memories are basically taking place outside. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start... That's why he makes sure the memories take place...
The color of the sky. Dainsleif had memories implanted into...
Oh, it's Tosa.
Oh, right!
That's who-
That's exactly...
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it. This is definitely a Tosa's
Alright.
memory.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's where...
Where? Oh, it's all the way over there. Quick, go. Oh, I can't switch characters. If only I had to yell on. It's actually not that far. Never mind. Oh, come on. Hey, it's Clorinde tire. I see Clorinde. That looks like those shoulder pads. This guy has shoulder pads.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman.
Okay.
You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh yeah, she doesn't. Okay. Why does it look kind of familiar? I don't know. You've been asleep. Apparently, according to lore, you've been in slumber for 500 years.
This version.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort. So, I should see.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
Why did that feel so awkward? Thought you'd be a little more cheerful.
It's nice to see you, traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
What? You are... Why do you have that covered? You think...
The founder of the Abyss Order. Born into abject sorrow. You're Kari Bear Alberik.
Oh, yo, this is the Hilly Shiro?
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before.
Whoa.
Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. This is Atosa's memory, but I suppose I'll just leave her.
Oh! Flashback? Ooh, okay. Someone translate this. I have no idea what it means. I don't remember the coding. Oh, okay. I should probably... Oh, new area. Very nice. Very nice. Hold on. Wait. I remember this in the trailer. Where's Paimon? And, you know, I could do without her. The proof of existence. I think, therefore I am. Cogito ergo sum. I think that's what you call it. That's how you prove you exist, you think. Carrie Bird, what you got for me? What you got for me, dude? This weirdly... What is this place?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all. As you well know.
You look quite exhausted.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host.
Such a gentleman.
I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like...
What exactly happened to you?
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope that Father told me that once I possessed all those... But despite his intentions for me, in truth, the person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the Loom of Fate. As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own.
So it basically rewrites the world.
Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the Loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation.
For your life, yeah.
After all, its existence cost me my life.
Yeah, definitely.
Ah, that. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world.
Ooh, man.
As if I had a chance at life.
I would have never guessed.
I know why would I do something so...
Ah, nihility.
But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa.
Oh, that's what those dolls were on the tree were? Oh, okay. Great.
What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No, I was curious, so I... selfish, even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. I know it sounds... After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness.
I don't really know what happened after.
Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance.
Oh.
An imagined version.
Back then. It's all the Archon's fault, or Connor's fault, or whoever the heavenly principles. Everyone's looking for
I
you.
know. But there's nothing... If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the I know.
Dane, my son.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight's sword, you mean?
Settled.
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the Loom of Fate has already been completed.
So, what? Huh? What? Sorry to complete the thing the first. Oh.
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he?
What?
His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and that's right. Because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Why would you do that?
Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait.
Oh, why? Why would
We've
you?
no time to lose. Let's head inside.
So, the time interval.
That was when I implanted the memory of him. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif... I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom. I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist.
Dang it.
In the face of everything they could be planning. I fear, in any case, I had my own use for the Loom of... You remember my father, don't you? After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form.
Oh, right.
I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story. That this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my goal was simple. To use the loop to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls.
What?
In that memory, I would tell them a story.
It's very nice of you. But if they have
Just
this,
like
I'm
my
going
father
to
did
kill
for
them.
me.
Alright, I want my primo
It was a
gems.
story of fairy tales.
Very kind of you, though. Very kind. He had a device as powerful as the Loom, and all he wanted to do was
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it.
I think it was the most
All that's
very
left of my
meaningful thing
existence
to
is a
do.
wisp of residual consciousness tied to the loom of fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now,
Oh, such a shame. Damn.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last
Why you
time.
here? Okay. Oh, just alright. We're only in memory.
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it.
Man.
Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation?
Ugh. After all that's happened, really? Okay.
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy. That battle, or the one against Dick, I didn't expect that after everything, he would. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even
powerful
after
is he?
500 years.
What exactly are you
The
planning?
Loom of Fate, huh? Before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since not long ago, you witnessed
Yo,
such
this-
a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. However, the heavenly principles will awake. You could say that.
You really hate
Just
them,
look
don't
at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. ...
Man.
Ether?
Hey, that's my gift. That's the name of this guy. His actual name.
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom.
To have a place like that suddenly appear before me, well,
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
What's going on?
No.
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to
No,
exist
come
much
on.
longer.
We don't get moments like this with the child,
In
man.
fact,
Grant him
aside
mercy.
from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space.
What?
With Kari Bear gone, everything in space will be wiped from existence, including all memory.
You're only telling me this now?
That's cruel, man. Okay. Ugh. Alright, what now? We gotta save Dainsliff? He's still trapped in that cave?
Still so sleepy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw. Oh, and Dane came by just. He didn't say anything though. Just made sure that you were alright and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane. Let's think for a second. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember. Wait, really? Well, what happened after that?
Lost something. You did!
Ah, there you are.
Dang it.
Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party, so there we were, searching away. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and
Oh.
after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Kari Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they. Paimon wonders. Paimon didn't see her in the village.
Yeah, the tree. At the tree, I remember seeing like people on the tree, but I guess those were the dolls that Latosa and Carrie Bear made. Oh, that's so cruel. But we did get a decent amount of lore. Or how much longer is this quest? Do we get any special dialogue? Oh, not really. Yeah, there.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was part of the search party. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. He always seemed to appear up. If Kari Bear wants me to forget about I relied on him for a lot of things.
Man.
Okay, I'll admit. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
I'm sure he had his reasons.
You don't need to
That's
comfort
hilarious.
me.
She
I'll be okay.
thinks she's dumb. He's been erased from the entire from existence
It's
itself
just like
and
Kari
weaved
Bear
into a
said.
weapon used
It's the things we overcome that make life more precious.
that will be used to weave a new world, and she thinks he dumped her.
And
Ha.
you know, if he has a heart, anyway, thanks for all your hard work.
Well, that's
Yo. What? Wait, how? When did we get this picture? Bedtime story. That literally has surpassed any rules. So, without naming you cross swords with your siblings. Why'd you give me that achievement? Complete bedtime story. Yay. Hold on, what's this? Oh, that quest. Damn. Is that it? That has surpassed all, not just group photo from an unknown time. A precious group photo that has surpassed the rules somehow, being taken by some unknown person using unknown means in a space that should no longer exist. How, Carabert, I thank you. Man, what do I even say? So, biggest lore dumps we found is that I'm guessing, hang on, let's see what these is that the first field tiller's eye was originally on Dane's lip, or is in him, like he implanted it in him like a surgery of some kind. Second, 5 sinners, 2 of which we know of, Albedo's mom and Skark's master, the Fowl, and the Gold, as well as Dane's brother. The only other 2 that we do not know of are the other 2, which I've forgotten the name of. I'll probably look it up when I'm back and recording this. And finally, what the Loom of Fate is. So basically, it's just a way to make new ley lines. I'm still kind of unsure what a ley line is exactly, but I'm kind of just happy that we got that photo. Nice. Alright, now, we have one more, we have another quest. We have, oh wait, no, not this one. This one. Silent Night. Judgment Day. Alright. Hang on. Did I already do the Abyss? I already did the Abyss. Alright, before that, let me do the... Hang on. I remember Farina... I'm saying Farina. No. Oh, wait. Oh, right. Today's Sunday. I can do any of one of these. So cool though to have that one of the good memories where they just sat and talk. Oh wait, hold on. They just sat and talked down, just be completely forgotten. Should I? So let's do Mono Geo. Mono Geo for the win. If only I had the Red Horn Thresher to be able to give Noel a better weapon. Oh well.
Stabilize! I will have order.
Order.
As a dutiful maid would.
Gather!
Leave it all to me. Lend me a hand.
Alright. I don't know what the Clorinde story quest is about. Because Clorinde's cool. The funny button that's about to be popped is also funny. But other than that, we didn't really get a good chance to really to get to know her as much as in this story quest, or get to know her specifically, just through other story quests. But it's nice that we now have her now. And next will be Sweetrin, which I originally thought would just be a 4-star, but I guess not.
Steady as stone. As a good knight should.
Fall in! Stabilize.
Alright. Alright, come on. Can we, oh, we get, ooh, this is very nice, very nice.
Gather. Press the advantage.
I am the cutting edge of fashion.
Charge.
As a dutiful maid would.
Oh, okay, dang it. I'm trying to get more in. That's alright, though. Okay.
Solidify. Everyone on me.
Delicate as silk. Lend me a hand.
Leave it all to me. As a good night should.
Yeah. Good night to it. With those big numbers.
I'll catch
Best
up.
in a row.
All in. Quake.
Hey, alright. Yeah. Alright, finally. We've gotten rid of all our resin. I believe that's the one that upgrades Farina's Town. Now, I'm unsure if I'm gonna win the 5th. Actually, let me look at my history. I don't remember the last time I pulled a 5-star. I've pulled on their banners, not for them specifically, just for the Stardust Exchange and Star Glitters. But let me check history. History, yeah. Alright, when was my last? Alright, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, set. Okay, so I basically have, okay, hold on. 1, 2, 13 times 5 is, hang on, I'm trying to do math. 65 plus, I've pulled 62. I should have maybe enough, although I don't know if I'll win the 50 since I won the last one for Chiore. But anyways, oh, I gotta claim this. Oh no, not this. Oh, yay! Free intertwined Fae. Yay! Alright, now Clorinde story quest: Judgment Stay. Oh boy.
Huh? Do you also see Navia and Clorinde over there?
Hey, finally, these two
They
again.
look like
Oh,
they might have
always
run
come in
into some
pairs.
kind of trouble. Let's go check out what's going on.
It was just strongly looking down on them.
Still no dice?
Ooh. Auto.
Not at all. And I've asked pretty much everyone in the court of Fontaine
Hey.
already. Lynette's ears drooped as soon as she heard that we'd have to be out and about for days on end. And Fremine, he hid himself under his helmet as soon as he realized there'd be people around that he didn't know.
What about Chiori and Charlotte?
I've asked them already, but they're both pretty busy.
This is getting pretty difficult.
Navia,
I'm right behind.
Clorinde, what's up?
Man, look how short I am
my.
compared to these two.
Well, if it isn't my
Well, they have
dear
Ayo, but,
partners, how are you all doing?
Huh. Navia?
I'm doing completely fine. I just completed a very traumatic story quest with Dansliff, which I didn't even know was traumatic because I now don't even remember just a photo. But oh well, thanks for asking.
Yep, this is our chance.
Okay, what do you want? What are you going to
Do
do?
you need our help with some...
Oh,
Yeah,
precisely.
Whoa, for real?
Absolutely. We've already exhausted all our other options.
Tell me about it.
Traveler, Paimon, would you join us and play Marechaussee Hunter Judgment Day?
What is that?
Marechaussee what now?
It's a new game script by the Tabletop Troupe, a local roleplay adventure club.
Oh, done. Oh,
Ever
I have
heard of
a
the
D20.
Tabletop Troupe? They put out games that allow you to participate in a story and roleplay characters.
That sounds super...
Clorinde and I are both veteran members of the club. Recently, someone came up with, and when they asked, of course I couldn't refuse.
Oh.
I mean, come on, a brand new script.
Generally speaking,
Okay.
scripts at that level of development have a lot of issues. But I think this one is
Hey,
pretty
Dungeons
solid.
and Dragons.
The
except
author
in
obviously put a
Genshin
lot of
Impact.
work into the story, and the world building is also quite...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I know I was the one that handed you the script, but some of us have...
Anyway,
No spoilers.
the script calls for a team of 4.
So, yours...
Paimon and the Traveler are kind...
That's not a problem. I'll adjust the pace based on the actual number.
Yes,
Well,
please.
Traveler,
I have not played that
Wanna
Dungeons and
play?
Dragons forever.
Paimon will follow your lead.
I always
Well,
help a friend. in
that
need.
solves our problem.
Woohoo! I'll go grab the script.
The script manager.
The club introduced a completely new kind of game. In this iteration, the Game Master's version of the script is incomplete. The script manager provides the next part of the script only after players have completed the current list of objectives. On top of that, in order to increase player immersion, the club has created some of the story's sets and scenes in real life. We'll
Wow, you're right.
Damn.
Whoever wrote this script really did put in a lot of work.
And it's got a real healthy amount of suspense, right?
Healthy. Gotta
I
be
mean,
healthy.
even the GM doesn't know how the story will end.
I look forward to experiencing it with you all.
Why don't you go meet up with the others first? They should...
Sounds good.
You say that like I'm... Let me think. What kind of character should I play this time?
I just hope you'll pick up some useful skills this time. Oh, and stop trying to persuade every animal you come across.
That definitely sounds like a Dungeons and Dragons. Meet up with others at Cheer. Oh, we're doing our Cheer boutique. Oh, yay. Oh. Linny and Farina, yay.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
You're back! Huh? And you've got the Traveler and Paimon
Ah.
with you too!
Hello,
What a
ex-Archon.
pleasant surprise. I assume you'll be joining us for the game
Yes.
then?
Linny, Farina! Paimon didn't know you were playing too.
Hey, dude.
I'm more of a casual member, if anything. I haven't taken part in many formal club activities. Still, I'm sure it'll be fun being a player for the first...
Well, I'm not a member of the club at all. Clorinde simply...
Ah.
If you're interested, I can give you a referral. That should give you a 40% discount.
I think I'll wait to see how this experience plays out first.
Do you participate in a lot of table...
You could say that. She's actually one of the few
Oh.
senior game masters of the troupe.
So okay.
Right.
Yes, the person
knew
who
about
kills
that,
people
even when she was
they
still my
when they
subordinate.
decide not to follow the law.
It's
A Marcia
nothing.
Hunter plays Dungeons
Really,
and Dragons.
just a small hobby of mine.
Makes sense.
Wow. Paimon's so used to seeing
Yeah,
you be
champion
all
duelist, that's what
upstanding
they
and
call it.
intimidating as the champion duelist.
Surely you jest. I would never intentionally make things difficult for my players. I maintain a clear boundary between my professional and personal lives. The me you see at court represents the law and order of Fontaine.
Yay.
I put
Another
all personal feelings to the side
sign-up quest,
and
kind
grant
of?
a fair duel to all who seek to defend their honor.
kind of like Sino.
But in my personal life,
Well, you say that, but for all the time I've known you, I
Hey,
don't
there's
think
those
I've
vendors with
ever
the little
seen
dragon
you
claws.
cry. I've seen you get angry, sure, but now I'm wondering whether you were actually mad or if it just looked...
I would.
Is that so? Well, in any case, I just feel like...
So you want to see me cry? That.
No,
No, see,
that's not what I
we
meant.
kind of traumatized her in her story quest. I think she has enough trauma. Well, not trauma, just bothering her. Alright, so what are we doing?
Ah, I'm back! Here, allow me to introduce you to the...
Pleasure to meet you all.
Florian.
Wait,
Oh, no. This is just the costume provided.
That sounds like a lot of...
It's nothing. It's the least we can do to give the... Anyway, allow me to give you
Purple
a brief
eyes.
introduction of the script. This script was adapted from the real history of the Marashose hunters.
Yeah, the
You all will
really
play the
good
role of hunters from a
artifacts, yeah.
bygone era and resolve a series of events unfolding in the capital.
Paimon's not super familiar with the history of the Marashose hunters. Is that a problem?
Oh, no problem at all. I can give you a brief rundown. So, basically, Marashose, their story can be traced back to the ancient Remurian dynasty, as well as the first hunter, Cassiodor.
Hold on, wasn't that the
But
cat?
I'll leave the finer details for you to
That's
seek
cat
out and
creature.
discover later.
I don't remember though.
Mm-hmm. And I'll provide additional commentary as the story progresses.
Haha.
In that case, brave hunters, are you ready to set out on an
Oh, wait.
unknown adventure?
Yes.
Oh, just one cent.
Aha, I see many a determined gaze before me.
So, as we follow the story, it leads us to specific scenes? Ooh!
It's the exact location of the scene. Please check all your belongings, everyone, and make sure you haven't forgotten anything. Once you're ready, please follow me to the designated location.
Sounds good. Hunter Squad, move out!
Yeah. Alright, sorry about that. Just had to mute real sec. Alright, actually, hang on. I need your materials. Actually,
I must leave
like.
this.
Ah, damage. Me love damage. Me love big numbers. Ah, there's the little play area. Neat. Very nice. Oh.
Whoa, they really have thought of everything. Even the Fatometer is here and ready to go for us.
Oh yeah, the D20.
Fatometer? What's that?
It's just a D20.
It's a card that's used to determine action success or...
And what about all the dessert and tea?
That's what the message said.
That seems like
Really?
a lot.
That's so nice.
Those snacks have Paimon's name written all over them.
Don't be greedy. Share.
I think you might be more...
Snack Hunter Paimon reported for duty. If there are delicious snacks to be found,
The desserts are great. But I'm...
Very. First, please pick up the blank character cards in front of you. You can find an abbreviated version of the rules printed on the back of your character card.
Alright.
In this story, everyone is a Marashose hunter.
ooh, nice.
As hunters,
Very nice.
you have proficiency in swordsmanship and
Swordsmanship? So there's a fighting part to own?
Why don't you share a character card?
Huh. So, for the name,
Yep.
you can use your real name too if you want. Oh! So it would be like experiencing a
Oh, like what
In that case, I think I'll...
Next up is the skill sheet. You have a limited amount of skill points that you can use to learn a number of.
Oh, those skills sound like,
So, should we...
Not necessarily. Since we're
literally
working
is just
together as a
Dungeons and
team, we
Dragons.
could leave the negotiations
Okay.
to Navia and use our skill points to pick up other useful skills.
Yeah, okay.
For example, I think I'll take stealth and
Definitely,
sleight of
definitely
hand.
your up.
That will give us more options if we run into any
Definitely your alley.
situations we can't negotiate our way out of.
Oh, interesting. I wasn't thinking... Let me see. I'll take arts and performance. quite sure what use they'll be, but I'm not as knowledgeable about the other skills. And
Pretty sure they
I'm
just
not
are
too
what their names.
confident I'd be able to roleplay them well.
Well, that leaves us. What do you want to learn, Traveler?
Learn cooking. Yeah, let's do that.
Gotta say, this suits you really well. Nothing boosts morale like good food.
Learn medicine.
Ooh, so you want to help people when So what do you think? Are you sure you want to learn these 2 skills?
Yep, I'm sure. Always
Let's
wanted to
see.
heal a traveler.
You've all picked such classic skills. Why do I get the feeling she's getting ready to cause trouble?
What?
For example,
Murder hobo?
this one
Murder
here.
hobo?
Summon. Doesn't it sound super mysterious and cool?
What does that do?
Oh, I saw that one just now as well. The description says...
The script's world-building rules, huh? But how are we supposed to know what a Marashose hunter can summon?
Oh, that's not for us to worry about, my friend. Just learn the skills that interest you.
Well, I mean, I
and the
don't wanna
GM
bother
will
the
take care of the
GM.
rest.
All right, you've convinced Paimon. Let's learn summon then.
What have I done?
Paimon can't wait to see what kind of thing shows up.
Well, now that everyone's more or less finished, since 2 of our players are doing this for the first, would you like to play on easy mode or...
What's the...
Well, in role-playing games, for example, if you fail a check, that means if you choose to play in authentic mode, every time if you choose easy mode instead, every check will be successful by default.
Sounds nice,
and you
but
won't
it's a
have
bit
to worry
boring.
about luck playing a
Given that I'd like to Huh? Oh, come on. Don't worry about that. RNG is the lifeblood of role-playing games. I'm going with authentic mode
Heck yeah,
for
I love
sure.
RNG getting bad
Never
artifact
knowing
rolls.
what you might have to overcome. Ugh, doesn't that sound exciting? I'd rather be mentally prepared for what might happen.
All right, then I'll mark down Farina for easy mode. All her check.
What about you, dear partner? How would you...
Authentic
Are you
mode.
sure?
Yes, I'm very sure.
Trust... Honestly, I don't think Clorinde would make things too difficult for us, no matter what the Fatometer says.
Very nice of you. Thank
Isn't
you.
that right, Clorinde?
No promises.
Well, okay.
That wasn't super.
Well, anyway, enough talk.
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's get started. I want to experience
Thought
at
it'd be
least a
hunting
good
monsters,
chunk of the
but
story
this'll do
today.
fine.
Speaking of the story, why is the beginning scene on a beach?
Yo, beach episode?
Well, that's because
Beach
a
episode?
long time ago,
Oh, yo!
back when human
Yo,
civilization was
Art,
still in its
Art,
infancy,
hang on.
powerful demons and evil sorcerers ruled
Art.
over the land. They created a host of
Art.
monsters and sent them to slaughter all humans in existence. Soon, a group of human rebels banded together. With their swords raised, they swore to brave the darkness, and in doing so, subdue each and every monster that sought their destruction. They became known as the Marashose Hunters.
Oh, excuse me. Hey. Neat.
Sometime later, as a member of the Marashose Hunters, you receive a commission. Following the address provided on the message, you take a boat and arrive at this strange city. As you inhale, you can taste the slightly salty air of the docks as you begin to survey your surroundings. There aren't many people in the vicinity, but you do take note of a few others who, like you, seem to be sizing up this place. Your eyes meet, and you realize...
You're all Marashose hunters too,
Oh,
right?
yo! These
Allow
Navias
me
are
to
amazing.
introduce myself.
Please give me traveler
The
art.
name's Navia, monster hunter by trade and helpful neighborhood businesswoman on the side. What say you to traveling together?
Okay, count me
Oh, yo!
in. My name is Linny. I've been wandering since I was
Yo, it's
little
literally
and picked
the
up a few
artifact set.
less than legal tricks along the way. I was adopted by a Marashose hunter.
Is the...
Yo,
My
it's a
name
bard.
is Farina, and,
Bard.
I grew up in a noble family. Hey, You can do it, Farina.
Paimon is Paimon, a
Oh.
good friend and companion to this Marashose.
Yeah, we used to be chefs.
I've been studying the culinary arts since I was a child.
Yes.
I hope my delicious food can help boost.
That's wonderful. I'll be looking.
Well, if we're all here for the same commission, why don't we take some time to confirm what we need to do?
You open your envelopes at the same time. The message reads,
Thank you.
"To the honorable and trustworthy Marashose hunters, our kingdom is currently facing a grave crisis. The lands outside the capital have been overtaken by monsters, and our people are being led astray by forces of wickedness. We beseech you, please help us resolve this crisis and return peace and stability to our home."
Huh. The layout of this city looks super familiar.
The scriptwriter must have used a real.
As
Don't interrupt the
experienced
GM.
hunters, the layout of the city reminds you of places once traveled. You recall the sight of tree-lined streets and the gentle tranquility of days gone by. Yet, as you regard the city in front of you, it appears to be little more than an empty shell. Its hollow gates are open to you, beckoning you to come forth and bring salvation back to the town.
I carefully read every line of the letter and
You see a long string of unfamiliar names. It would seem that
In that case. Oh, good idea.
you look up
Quick, you summon.
and see a tavern nearby.
Hey,
It
tavern.
appears to be open for the day.
Why don't we go check out that tavern? If the novels I've read are.
Yo, are we gonna be meet Venti? That'd be awesome. Yo.
As you approach the tavern, you find a plainly dressed woman standing nearby.
Game Master.
She appears to be rather troubled about something.
Yo, let's ask her questions. Ah, right. She's...
Greetings, friend. Lovely weather we're having to.
Oh, hello. I suppose you're right.
Yo, that
The weather
voice
today is
acting
quite
though.
lovely. If only those monsters out there would stop causing trouble.
It seems like every character included in the script has a certain amount of useful information to offer. Oh, come now. Don't be sad.
Huh?
I don't think nothing turns a frown upside down like good. You didn't even take cooking as one.
That's not necessary, miss.
So you're someone who barely smiles and doesn't. Hey! Did she just. Me?
Yes, he did.
Clorinde must have broken.
This isn't getting us
Correct.
anywhere.
I'm a chef. How about I cook something right here, right now?
Are you sure?
Yes, positive.
In that case, please
Yes. Fate. This. Jack success. Let's go.
Whoa, it was a success!
You remain silent as you prepare a pot and fire to use for cooking. The
Haha.
woman stares at you with her mouth agape as you skillfully cut the ingredients
You
and
fool.
toss them into the pot.
My ultimate weapon,
After
macarons.
some time, a rich aroma begins to fill the air. Even a passing cat can't help but stop in its tracks and look up in anticipation.
Please have some food. Who knows? Maybe you'll feel better after eating something delicious.
More voice act traveler voicing? Yes.
Wait. So, as long as you.
You were right.
Yes. As long
This
as you get a
food really
T20,
did
you
make
can do
me feel
anything.
better.
So, what had you so worried?
Yes.
A horde of monsters suddenly appeared near the capital recently, so all the guards were dispatched to fight them.
Let me guess. Either your boyfriend or husband is one of those guards.
Do you remember when those monsters...
Oh, or
I'm
not.
not
Okay.
completely sure.
Yeah,
All I know is that my
I did it.
husband was dispatched to fight them 3 days ago.
I did it. I
Do
predicted.
you know where he was sent?
It all happened so fast.
You have our thanks, friend. We'll find and defeat those monsters as soon as possible. We sincerely hope your husband will be able to return to your side soon.
Thank you.
Don't worry. We'll find him. We don't always get to choose what happens to us. But we do get to choose the little things, like what we eat and how we respond to the things life throws our way. I hope that one day, you too will recognize the power of something as small and inconsequential as a delicious dessert.
I'll do my best. You bid farewell to the woman, and continue your journey further into the city.
Oh, door of resurrection activated. Okay. Guess if we fail this skill check, we have to resurrect.
As you venture further into the city, the streets appear largely empty. An elderly woman walks past. You see her shake her head as she puts away her wrinkled wallet.
Hey, what are you crossing your arms for?
A nearby merchant folds his arms and gives you a disdainful look. You get the impression that he's someone who has long gotten used to the sight before him.
Well, what do you want? What? Yeah, okay.
Although he doesn't seem very...
Pardon me, sir.
That depends. How much are you willing to pay?
How about...
What do you take me for? Some lowly beggar? You can't even buy half an onion with
Quick,
that amount.
Navia, pay him.
Surely an onion can't be that expensive, right?
What do you know? War's nearly upon us. Everything costs several times what it did before.
Whoa, what a nasty guy.
But he still might have information we need. Traveler, can you think of
Lenny,
something?
you're up.
Okay, while everyone is talking, I secretly use my magic props to summon a bottle of wine without the merchant noticing.
Quick, please get the skill check. Skill check. Skill check. Ooh, D20. Perfect.
We meant no offense, sir. Here. Ah, I should mention that this wine...
All right. Go on and ask. What do you want to know?
Do you have any information on the
Crisis. If you ask me, there's a crisis everywhere you look. Those monsters are camped outside the city, and they've been destroying all our trade routes. We have limited reserves within the city, so if this continues, we're all gonna be in big trouble.
Wait, you're saying no one has put a plan in place to distribute supplies or maintain order?
We could all starve, and those nobles in the palace wouldn't even break a sweat. Who knows? Maybe they've been in cahoots with the monsters all along.
That is concerning. Thank you, sir. We won't take up any more of your...
Hey, why did you leave in such a hurry?
Well, you see, that bottle of wine was
let's
just
go.
a
Quick,
cardboard
go.
prop.
It was a D20, so you might have made
Hey,
actual
you
one.
trying to go somewhere with more people?
Quick, go.
Oh, how about the city square? Follow me.
Go to the nearby area.
Before you lies the city's central square. You see a man with a slightly anxious look on his face, pacing back and forth, his head hanging low. He doesn't seem to notice your approach.
This guy seems promising enough.
Hello, sir. Is there any...
Wait, you're...
I'm...
Oh, dear goodness! You're a Marachose hunter!
You recognize us? Ah, are you one of the people who wrote the commission letter?
Yes! Oh, I didn't expect you to actually come. Oh, what great news! The city is saved!
What happened here?
Alas, we once lived comfortable, carefree lives. This city used to be free of monsters. The first Marachose hunter, Casiodor, the Golden Hunter, he was the one who drove them back. However, monsters have once again surrounded the city. Perhaps the seal that kept them at bay has lost its power. Or perhaps an evil sorcerer has been meddling in our affairs. All I know...
Are there...
It's not a question of numbers. Most people my age have never even seen one of the monsters, much less been trained to fight against them. When I was a child, though, my grandfather would tell me stories about how the Marachose hunters drove back the monsters. So, on the off chance that something might come of it, I decided to reach out to you. To be perfectly honest, I was starting to think all the...
Well, you can rest easy, friend. The righteous and formidable Marchose hunters are on the...
The man is touched by your determination and resolve. His eyes...
Still, if we are going to hunt...
all I know is that the air... Oh, although, if you leave the capital through the main gate and follow the road...
I see.
All right, be careful. Oh, and one last thing.
Oh.
The monster... They're actively working with the monsters, and have corrupted the court ministers with malicious magic. Even one of our kindest ministers has turned into a boorish and
Talk about being stuck.
I feel bad for him.
Karina,
Maybe we
sing him a
should
song.
Like, now? Is this really the right time?
Now,
I appreciate
Do it
your
now.
kindness, but for now, it's more important to focus on the crisis
Actually,
at
no,
hand.
wait, take your time.
Brave hunters,
Alright. She's on easy mode, I forgot. Alright, new area, let's go. Come on. I'm invested in this Dungeons and Dragons spin-off game.
If I understood correctly, there are currently 2 problems in the king.
Exactly. We need to defeat...
well, this seems like a good moment.
I really didn't expect the people in the city to keep us at arm's length like... Well, Clorinde said the script took cues from the real history of...
I wouldn't say it's a perfect representation of history.
Sure.
Yeah,
As
let's
long
hear
as it
more
doesn't spoil
history.
anything in the script. You brought up bits and pieces of the hunter's history before, but it was all in passing.
Paimon wants to know too! The hunters were super powerful, right? Were they all from a special line of supernatural beings or something? Kinda like the yokai in Inazuma?
No. All Marachose hunters were ordinary mortal fighters.
Huh? So you mean...
In theory, yes. All you would need to do is survive the rigorous training and master the swordsmanship. Still, most people dropped out at the early stages. And others called it quits the minute they saw a monk.
What kind of monsters did the hunters fight exactly?
The land of Fontaine once played host to an ancient dynasty known as Remuria. After that dynasty fell, monsters began to appear, intent on obstructing humans from establishing a new social order. One of the ancient sorcerers of Remuria used his power to assemble a formidable army of golems.
Now, wait a second. Don't tell me that guy was the inspiration for the evil...
Well, I wasn't planning on going into anything you might be able to find out in the game. But if you want me to talk about something else, then... How about Casiodor, the Golden Hunter? Or Egeria, the ex-Hydro Archon?
Wait, but those people are all
From my master.
Huh. By master, you
Petronilla.
mean Miss Petronia?
Someone you know?
Absolutely. Miss Petronia and my father were good friends.
Huh.
Back in the day, she would often bring Clorinde over to play, but...
Let's not get off topic. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Responding to Egeria's call, a number of warriors followed Casiodor into battle against the monsters. This group of warriors, under Casiodor's leadership, became known as the... Yet, as Fontaine entered an era of peace, their work gradually became
I'll be
obsolete.
back.
The Marachose Phantom, originally an association made up of hunters, eventually came to be predominantly comprised of Melusines.
Ah, I see. That explains why most of the people in the script have forgotten the hunters or think of them as nothing more than a legend.
Is that really a bad thing, though? It can get tough always being the one shouldering everyone's expectations.
Depends on who you ask, I suppose. If the name of the organization no longer commands respect, investigative work is bound to suffer.
Speaking of investigations, which problems...
I vote monsters. That...
Well said, Miss Farina. Plus, if the sorcerers really are the...
What about you, partner? What do you think?
I've also
It's
vote
decided that...
All right.
Yes.
After some discussion,
Head out to the sea. Yes. That was a crab. Just saw a crab.
Let's take a look around, like that guy said.
you there, outsiders, halt!
Oh, okay.
Who's there?
An armored man approaches you. He has a tall, muscular build
Oh man, I
and
can't
a
wait to
determined
D20 him.
expression in his eyes. Although he's trying his best to conceal his current state, his uneven gait and the sweat dripping down. I'm the captain of the guard. I saw you state your purpose, or it's off to the dungeons for the lot of you.
Wow, it's been a while since someone's...
I said talk, not whisper between yourselves.
Have you...
Marachose hunters? Ha! That fairy tale, you mean? What, you expect me to believe you're one of them?
Yes. Yeah, let's do that. I know medicine. Please. Eee, that's pretty good.
Using your knowledge of medicine, you're able to deduce that the injury on his calf was a monster's doing, and the wound has already begun to fester. As you check him over, he looks at you with suspicion and retracts his injured leg further back.
I'm a doctor by trade.
Ooh,
Please,
you
let
are,
me
you
redress
are,
your
you
wound.
are,
You
let's
don't
go.
have to suffer like this.
The man appears somewhat disgruntled at having been exposed, but soon relents and raises his leg for you to take a better look. He allows you to apply a poultice of specialized medicine to the wound, and it appears to bring him much relief. The tension in his brow eases. Oh, right. Guess you lot might actually be real Marachose hunters after all. In any case, you've successfully treated my wound. So, what do you want to know?
Do you know where we can find the monsters? Or the...
He informs you of the various locations where monsters have appeared. He looks in that general direction. Some of our new recruits have never even dealt with a petty thief, and now they're out there fighting monsters.
Oh, please, sir. Don't get too worked up.
Hearing you say that, a glimmer of hope flashes in his eyes. But it disappears almost as quickly as it came. Those monsters aren't easy to deal with. But if you insist on going, I won't stop you either. I just hope all the guards will be able to come back to their families alive. I wish you the best of luck.
Based on what the captain said, the monsters should be right up ahead. Let's go. Hopefully we're not too late.
Yes. Go further in.
As you approach the battlefield, you see numerous people lying by the side of the road. They appear to be dressed like guards.
They definitely seem like it.
Their faces are filled with desperation and terror.
You seem very
Some are
normal.
screaming and cursing in vain, as if still trying to banish the monstrosities they saw from their minds.
Alright. Alright.
A few of the wounded look up at you in shock and disbelief. Quick, leave this place. Turn around and don't look back.
Alright.
They yell.
Hang on. Alright. I'm gonna have to end the stream here since I'm gonna eat soon. But thank you everyone for watching. And I hope you all have a... Hang on. Let me leave real quick. See where the progress ends. I gotta end. So that was a lot of fun. We found out what the Loom of Fate was, the 5 sinners, what happened to the eye of the first field tiller, and that was a good quest. And so far we are playing Clorinde story quest, which I would have assumed hunting monsters, but instead we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. But that'll be all for today's stream, and I thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a good day.